can't think of a cult that you should join unless, even if it's like an anti-cult cult, don't join it. Don't do it. Because you'll get trapped and it never goes well.
Rajneeshpuram. Indian mystic Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh attracted followers by the thousands in the 1970s. He preached a religious-less religion that embraced liberation. In the early 1980s, Rajneesh was having trouble with the Indian government and sent his followers to buy a ranch in Wasco County, Oregon, which they converted into a compound. The community attracted American and international followers, some of whom left families and high-paying jobs to meditate at the feet of Rajneesh. Wasco residents were frustrated by the cult members, knowing as Rajneeshis to begin with. Still, tensions rose when the Rajneeshis attempted to take over the government of the nearby town of Antelope.
The nearby town of Antelope. Yeah. This is gonna be a fun one for me to do, because cults, man. If anybody's like, you should follow me because I am right, I'm like, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know? You know? Yeah, you won't find me in a cult, but let's look at them. Let's enjoy the ridiculousness of cults together, shall we? Let's go.
Solar Temple was formed in 1984 by Joseph Di Mambro and Luc Joret. Joseph was a devoted Catholic until he discovered occultism in his 20s. The cult, based on New Age spiritualism, drew followers in Switzerland, France, and Canada. Members believed the world would be facing an apocalypse in the mid-1990s, for which they had to prepare by going on a spiritual plane. The founders of the cult, Luc Joret and Joseph Di Mambro, were allegedly forcing members to give them money and convincing them they should die burning to go to heaven.
If they ask for money, run. I mean, the 1990s and the 1970s. The 1970s were the weirdest time. I know this one happened in the 1990s, I think it's what it said. But, like, if anybody claims that something new has happened, and they're like, give us money, don't give them money. Don't give them money, okay? It's like a paywall on a game. It's like a paywall on an app. You know what I mean? Like, you have to pay it to get this extra bonus thing that'll help you later on. Don't pay it. It's not worth it.
Keith Raniere and Nancy Salzman founded NXIVM as a so-called multi-level marketing company. The two started personal development workshops called Executive Success Programs. These courses claim to help celebrities, CEOs, and heiresses overcome fears, anxieties, and self-imposed limitations. However, NXIVM's $3,000 course was ultimately psychological manipulation and a part of Raniere's pyramid scheme. Raniere, who is awaiting trial for enforced labor conspiracy, has branded the woman in the group with a symbol resembling his initials. Allison Mack, an actress known for her role in the TV series Smallville, was an alleged co-conspirator.
I'm still not over this one. I'm still not over this. Like, I loved Smallville, and seeing Allison Mack be related to this and seeing the level of manipulation that she was under, and then a bunch of actors almost got looped into it. It's so scary, and it's so easy, it's so cruel, like, to manipulate the people who are just trying to find a way to feel like they belong. It's like such a insidious kind of evil. Wow. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, and just run. Run and do your own research. Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Central Dark, and we are talking about probably one of the scariest things ever, so make sure you listen up. Top 10 scary cults you shouldn't join. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know we all want to feel like we belong, but these ones are just so scary and it's so easy to be manipulated. So let's see what else is out there.
Gage was an American UFO religious cult based near San Diego, California. It was founded in 1974 and led by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles. Their connection led them to believe they were aliens who took on human bodies as camouflage, and were sent to teach people about the afterlife in outer space called The Next Level. In March 1997, the world was shocked when 39 people wearing identical black sweatshirts and sneakers were found dead in a house in a suburb of San Diego. The group rented a mansion in Southern California, where members took phenobarbital mixed with applesauce and washed it down with vodka, then put plastic bags over their heads.
I can't even say anything about that. Just what? It's so impressive how someone can be convinced to do something so awful to themselves. Wow. I mean, again, I can empathize with those people because it's like a sense of belonging, but, oof, man. Oh, that's so horrendous. That is so, so horrendous.
Jim Jones founded the People's Temple Agricultural Project that preached a socialist way of living. There were over 20 compounds, one of them being in the country of Guyana, named Jonestown. Over 1,000 people lived on the compound. A congressman named Leo Ryan came to the compound to investigate abuse allegations from concerned family members. While he was there, numerous members told Ryan they wanted to leave. On November 17, 1978, as Ryan and a group were at the local airport, Temple security guards opened fire on the group. All. On November 18th, Jones ordered his congregation to drink grape Kool-Aid laced with cyanide. About 918 people died.
Wow. Wow. I know there's a lot of people who want the Messiah to come back, but chances are, if someone's like, I'm the Messiah, they're probably not. Chances are, I don't know, just throwing out the statistic, probably not likely. But still, like, once those people got in, maybe they went to go check it out to see what was going on, and then their money was taken. I know they were blackmailed. Yeah, just really, really dirty. It's easy to say don't do it, but like sometimes you find yourself there without even realizing it, so that's also a thing.
Become immortal thanks to his family, which was a religious cult and commune in the 1960s. Manson preached about a race war called Helter Skelter, which would bring about the end of the world. In order to stop this, Manson got his family members to carry out grisly murders so they could be blamed on black people. One of such murders took the life of Sharon Tate and her unborn baby, who at the time was married to celebrity director Roman Polanski. Today, the Manson family is currently serving sentences behind bars, and many of the members still regard Charles as a god or messiah.
As they should be serving time. But again, like that kind of manipulation, like where do you draw the line on, like they were their worldview was entirely warped, like just insane ideas. And one of my favorite parts about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino is kind of the fact that he takes the liberty to rewrite history how we wish it would have happened. Like, I wish the ending of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood happened as opposed to what actually happened, but unfortunately, we can't change reality. Yeah, wow. I remember learning about Charles Manson and being so confused, and then hearing, like, how could people know that? But hindsight is 2020, right? Like, you don't know, half the time you don't know you're in one until it's too late. That's the scariest part about cults, I think.
The topic of exorcism has been a question of debate for centuries. Going on the premise that people can be possessed by demons, various churches from Catholic to temple rituals believe that demons can be exorcised using a variety of prayers and commands. The person possessed will go through physical and mental changes during the process of an exorcism that's nearly violent. But if it is all mental illness, then the people who are going through exorcisms are not getting the proper treatment for their condition, thus enabling the bad behavior because it can be blamed on a demon.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with exorcisms, is because either the person performing it is ill and need help, either the person performing it is ill and needs help, or the person being performed on needs help, as opposed to being starved for 3 days and doused with holy water. We've seen a lot of weird stuff on this channel, and a lot of this stuff lives in the gray area of what if.
On Good Friday in San Juan in the Philippines, people will participate in a crucifixion ritual that simulates what Christ himself went through thousands of years ago.
What?
But this is much more than a performance. The participants are actually beaten and have nails driven into their palms and feet.
That can't be real.
These people participate as an act of showing their faith. What is even more creepy is that despite the community's efforts to keep the event solemn, there are still street vendors selling food and merchandise, making suffering and pain a family event.
That can't be real. That actually can't be real. No way. No way. That is so appalling. Oh, that makes me so upset. I hate that. Oh, that's so awful. Wow. Wow, that can't be. I'm not there. I wasn't raised, but I think we know that that's not a good thing, right? We do know that that's not okay.
Parish is a dystopian community based on the real-life Jonestown cult, also known as the People's Temple Agricultural Project.
Welcome to Eden Parish. Father wants only to create a community where peace and love are cherished.
In this found-footage film, the cult is established by a religious figure known simply as Father.
Why are we chasing him? It was Father's orders.
Father's followers are convinced that he saved them and obsessively venerate him.
Father had a vision, and he was, of course, right. And we built heaven here on earth.
Meanwhile, armed guards keep outsiders away and deter dissenters from leaving.
Nobody can live here alive.
Oof. I hate that this guy has the audacity to control people like this. I hate that. I mean, if they're happy, go ahead, but if you have armed guards, that does not sound like heaven on earth to me. Heaven on earth is a bowl of ice cream and a bunch of champagne.
Philosophical society, martyrs.
Lucy's just a victim, like all of the others.
Led by a woman known merely as Mademoiselle. This unnamed cult features a group of alleged philosophers that are trying to understand the afterlife
Is this a movie
by
or a
forcing
real
people
thing?
into becoming martyrs.
Yet everyone's a victim. Martyrs are very rare.
The secretive society selects young women as their potential martyrs and then kidnaps them.
No one can try to tell me that the concept of martyrdom was strictly an invention of the religious. We tried everything, even with...
Through methodical torture, they hope their subjects will give them an understanding of the hereafter.
Okay, so that looks like a movie. I think that's a movie. I don't know if that's real. I'm not sure. That looks like a movie. That's probably a movie, right, Chris?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
I wish I knew it was a movie. I hope that's a movie, if it actually exists. Ugh. Like, I know it's kind of this special magical skill that human beings have, that we can connect and imagine worlds beyond our own. It's one of the things that makes us very special, but when it's used for evil and control, cults happen, and it's super abusive, and I hope that everyone out there watching this is staying safe. And that if you think it's a cult, it's probably a cult. If it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Anyways, guys, I'm your host, Rachel Fisher. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care and stay scared. Stay smart, too. Look at my bad dance skills. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. Oh, intro. Time on scary cults you shouldn't join. Okay. And just, oh. Whoa! I'm rambling. This is a difficult video to do. Because I'm like, I could share my opinions, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Yeah. What do you think? What's your heaven on earth? Let us know in the comments. As long as it's not that.